Hello everyone, it's Summer35. I'm back with another episode of Lost Dimension. We have a very important thing. Warning, progress will be saved. Looks like we're not gonna have to go back here, so we might as well do something first that I should do. And that's setup. I didn't do something last episode. I don't know how many of you noticed. I didn't use something. I just want to show off the stuff I got first. Go into status. Notice I got some gift experience, and you can see where everyone's at right now. So let's go into gifts. I'll spend a couple points. I'm gonna, You know, I do want to get critical shot. But we can do that next time. I do want to level up lock on. Mana. I'll go for that recovery. I do warn you, make sure you are ready to lose someone when you go inside that room. If you don't feel like they're up to snuff on their skills, go back and get them up a little bit more. Max out Skystream, which is going to help. Let's see. Drops an option on target. That sounds like fun. There is another one that raises move. Acceleration. I can wait a little bit on that though. I do want to give her some damage. Sojiro! You know, it's about time I do something. But he does have a lot of good stuff. I'm trying to think, what do I want to get him? I mean, I kind of want to learn self-heal, but there's other stuff I want to learn too. Very interesting. I guess I'll go self-regenerate. You know what, we'll do it twice. It's just as nice. Alright. Zenji's fine. Marco! Focus. I'll do it twice, because it's nice and learn. Stab them. Next time, maybe. Let's see. Checkman. You know, that disarm trap looks nice. I'll go for that. Also learn that and this. That's going to be useful later on. Whenever you see disarm trap, always go for it. Because you know what's going to happen if you don't. Either way, I'm ready. Let's do it.
What is this room? It seems so different.
This place is strange, but a different sort of strange than everywhere else we've been. What does it all mean?
The door!
Huh? It won't open. Are we locked in?
Oh no. Did we walk right into a trap?
Impossible! How could we, defenders of justice, ever fall into a trap?
Locking us in here, huh? I'm curious what his intentions are.
This sure is a bizarre-looking machine. I wonder what it's used for.
I wonder what all these are for. There's 11 of them. Huh. One for each of us, I guess.
Who the hell cares about that? Let's hurry up and get out of here. I'll knock down the wall if I have to.
He chose to trap us here for a reason. I assume breaking out is not going to be easy.
So we were deceived from the beginning. Is that what this is?
You can hear us, can't you? Why don't you show yourself, the end?
We call and you show up. I didn't expect such politeness.
I see you're all getting along quite well as you climb upward. But I'd like to know, have you managed to discover the traitor?
It's not as easy as all that. No one's just gonna come out and admit it. But come on, how do we know you aren't lying? I'm more of a seeing is believing guy.
Truth doesn't require proving. Whether you believe me or not doesn't change the state of reality.
Maybe, but we still don't know if you're telling the truth.
I have no intention of trusting the words of the enemy. Do you really think I'd believe there's a traitor among us?
You can choose not to believe me, but eventually your fate will be sealed. You will have to keep moving forward if you wish to stop me. And unfortunately, in order for you to leave this room, there is a task that you will need to perform.
Quit being so ambiguous. Why don't you just hurry up and tell us what you want?
There is something you must do first. You must erase one of your own, by your own hands.
What? Erase? You want us to kill someone? Why would we do something like that? We are comrades, fighting for the same cause.
You are mistaken. If there is a traitor in your midst, how can you be comrades?
I noticed you didn't specifically say kill earlier.
Oh, you'll understand. For now, you must cast your votes. You must all determine whom you wish to erase.
A vote that decides who gets erased.
So you're having us erase one of our own. Is that your game?
Erase our own teammate? There's no way we'd do that.
Oh, but you cannot proceed until you do. It's not so difficult. Simply erase the traitor. Assuming you figured out their identity, that is.
I got a better idea. Why don't I just kick your ass right here and now?
I exist on a whole different plane. I believe we've been over this. Besides, you currently do not have the power to defeat me.
Huh? Well, this is rather inconvenient.
What's the matter?
Looks like we can't use our gifts here.
How astute. Yes, as long as you remain here, you won't have your powers. Your abilities are sealed, and you cannot use them to escape. There is no choice but to obey, and to participate in this little game of death. If you wish to climb the tower and save the world, you'll need to get your hands dirty, with the blood of your compatriots. I'll be waiting for you up above. I'm just dying to see you.
And like that, he's gone. What's that guy's problem?
So, let's discuss the situation, perhaps. Anyone got any ideas?
In order to proceed, we must erase one member from the group. In other words, the end means for us to kill each other.
No, there's no way that should be allowed. We're teammates, aren't we? Why do we have to kill each other?
Such a righteous opinion. But no matter how noble it sounds, you're just avoiding the problem at hand. Everyone here is well aware that our true enemy is the end.
Isn't it a bit early in the day to make such an important decision?
Yeah, there has to be another way out of here, right?
You said it. Perhaps we should take a gander at the room again?
But if the end is telling the truth, we need to rid ourselves of the traitor.
We're still talking about this?
Screw this! Whoever the traitor is has 2 seconds to step forward.
Calm yourself. We are playing right into the enemy's hand if we panic.
It'd be rather typical if the bloke who keeps going on about justice were the traitor in the end.
It would.
What? You suspect me?
Hey, let's not forget the girl with the accent. She's already putting up an act.
Oh, you flatter me. But I'm not that clever of a bird.
If you people point fingers long enough, just about anyone can start looking suspicious.
Is this really a laughing matter?
What's it matter if I laugh? I don't trust any of you. I don't suspect any of you either. If you ask me, you're all equally insignificant.
So you're saying that you won't hesitate to suspect or kill any of us? That's quite the philosophy you've got.
I thought you'd have a similar mindset, no?
I won't deny it.
So, what now? There's no way for us to continue until we find the traitor, right?
We can't be sure that there's no way to get out just yet. Let's try searching the room once more.
I guess. Alright, I'll check over there.
Will you be fine by yourself? I can go with you.
No, I'm fine. It isn't safe pairing up, you know, if there's a traitor here.
Oh.
At any rate, let's look for an exit. This room can't be completely closed off. There has to be some kind of way out.
I hope that's the case.
It doesn't look like there's anything here.
If only we could use our abilities, we could tear down these walls.
Oh, come now, Toya. You needn't be so violent.
Says the girl whose gift is best suited for violence.
Whatever could you mean? I quite dislike violence.
You have such superhuman strength. That's a shame. I would have been glad to count you among my soldiers.
What?
All of you, just stay where you are!
Huh? What the hell are you doing, George? Let her go!
Who saw that coming?
Huh? What are you doing to Yoko?
Would you stop joking around? I don't find it funny at all.
I'm serious about this.
That's enough, George. Let her go.
Don't come any closer!
The man seems rather worked up. He might actually be capable of going through with it, I'd say.
I know what this is. I heard all about it. This device is the real thing. That it really will erase us.
What are you talking about, George?
I am different from the rest of you. I must survive this ordeal. Even if it means I have to kill you.
George, what are you saying? Wait.
You gotta be kidding. Is this happening?
How ironic. Who would have thought that the End's words would be proven in this way?
George, is this true? Are you really betraying us?
So there really was someone working for the End from the beginning. I'm real scared.
What's the meaning of this, George? You were the one most fixated on upholding justice.
I have my own justice I must uphold. I have things that I must protect.
What are you talking about? We're all here in order to save the world.
Yes, you are right. However, I know the truth.
Ah, such a pity. George Jackman. It seems you don't quite grasp the subtlety that's required for being a turncoat.
What? What do you mean?
There is only one way for you all to proceed, and that is to erase one of your own by your own hands. And you must all participate in the vote to determine whom. If even a single one is missing, you will not be allowed to progress.
That's...
I get it. So if we lose even a single member, we won't be able to get past this room at all then. For instance, if they die on the way.
What?
Exactly. If you wish to advance, then every last one of you must participate in the judgment. There's no exceptions. That is why you must cooperate, help each other, aid each other, deepen your bonds with each other. And afterwards, you must then erase one of your own comrades after fighting alongside them just moments ago. It's the only way.
You say some twisted things.
Screw that guy! Says his piece and then runs away?
Yeah, he's gotta learn how to listen. Chicks don't like guys who do all the talking.
Well, at least things are a bit more in our favor now, right?
So, what's it gonna be, George? For some reason, you knew that this judgment thing is the real deal, and that it's the only way we can proceed. But in order for us to commence the judgment, all of us have to be present. In other words, you can't kill the hostage you have.
Yoko! Are you alright?
She doesn't seem to have any external injuries.
I'm fine. I'm sorry I worried all of you.
I'm sorry, Yoko.
Seriously, guy, now you're apologizing? Saying sorry doesn't just make it all better.
Go to hell, George. You're gonna get what's coming to you.
It's best you stop. The fact that we can't lay a finger on him applies as well. That's, of course, if this judgment is the only way we can proceed.
Judgment will now commence. All participants are to take their place and begin their preparations.
Huh? What was that?
I guess it's starting, whether we're ready or not. We don't have much of a choice.
So everyone votes to decide who to erase, huh?
I guess we lucked out. We all know exactly who to vote for.
Oh. George, do you have anything to say for yourself?
No. It goes against my justice to make any excuses.
Still yakking on about justice after taking a bird hostage? You really are a wanker.
Ha! Well, let's make things clear. I'm casting my vote for you, George. You got that, you dumbass traitor?
Kinda seems like the only choice in this situation, huh?
If we really have to do this, well, I'm sorry, George.
There was a reason why you did that, wasn't there, George? You didn't really mean to kill me, right? Why aren't you saying anything?
Judgment will now commence. All participants, please submit your vote.
They're voting select one person to race. I'm sure that the person on everybody's mind right now is...
Must we really do this?
I don't like where this is going, everyone. I'm not hurt at all, see? Let's stop this. There's no reason for us to follow whatever the end tells us.
Hey, I agree with you. This whole thing sucks, big time. But what choice do we have? I mean, we can't stay locked in here forever.
Time isn't on our side. Would you be okay if we sat around and let the world be destroyed?
That's not what I'm saying. It's just...
Do not hesitate. Each of you should all follow your own sense of justice.
But, George...
We don't have time to be arguing like this. Let's do it.
Is there no other alternative?
Alright, voting time. How it works is we get 2 votes to get to place them on someone. You see our friendship with people right now, I think it is. Or how many... I don't know what the numbers are. I'll find out later. Now, that was a test vote.
I'd say that's a pretty reasonable outcome.
I have no regrets. I have merely acted according to my own sense of justice till the end. May justice's glory be forever!
Here's the voting results. Wow, someone was mad. And George Jackman was erased.
He's gone. How did he just disappear?
He didn't even leave a trace. If this was some magic show, I'd be real impressed.
Where'd he go? Is this a joke?
So he was erased just like that. Or rather, we erased him.
How's that work? He just vanishes?
So what the end said really was true.
Yes, and in the worst way possible. Our predicament is far from over. The end never said that there was just one traitor among us.
Are you telling me there's more?
I can't say for certain. But now that we know there really was a traitor, are we gonna be able to trust each other?
I'd say it's unlikely, unadvisable even, that we trust each other now that we have seen the traitor wasn't a bluff. It appears the end has succeeded in sowing discord among us.
So, I really can't trust anyone, huh?
Fine by me. Wasn't planning on trusting any of you losers in the first place.
Huh? What's that sound?
Are those stairs?
Huh. Looks like we have our way out. How honorable of the end. I'm almost disappointed in him.
What do we do? Should we try looking for George?
But where would we even start? He disappeared without a trace. And besides, I doubt he made it, judging by the way he was erased.
I cannot accept that.
So is he dead?
Without a proper body for me to examine, I can't really answer that.
Jeez. I mean, we get to keep going, yeah, but I still feel really bad about all this.
It really can't be helped, can it? Someone we thought was our comrade turned out to be a traitor, plus gotten erased. And furthermore, there may be even other traitors to boot.
What a pain in the ass.
Let's move on, everyone. There's no point in worrying about this here.
But...
we have a mission to accomplish. If we keep standing here doing nothing, the world might come to an end. We need to keep going. We can't let George's sacrifice be in vain.
Show's right, I think. The game is changing, and we need to adapt to survive.
You say that, but what if there is another traitor?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I feel you're being overly optimistic, but I understand what you're getting at. There's no helping it given the situation.
Let's keep going. Who cares if there's a traitor coming with us? Trust no one, and continue to fight by taking advantage of those around you. That mindset makes things easy.
So much for one big happy family.
All right, let's go. But I believe in every one of you. There aren't any traitors among us.
I don't have much faith in any of you. You step out of line, and I'll take you out myself.
That sentiment applies to you as well. You'd best watch yourself.
This camaraderie is terrible, but since it's come to this, we'll have to make do.
I take it no one has any objections to proceeding then? All right, let's go.
Trophy pop. Next episode, we'll be in the second floor, original memory.
What?
So what's the stone that was left behind after Judgment? George's physical body was erased and only that peculiar stone was left. Do you think it was inside him all along?
No.
Heck if I know. Weird vibes all around if you ask me. Hey, what the? Check out the shape of the stone. I think the exact same shape as the holes in our gear.
Huh?
You're right, mate. There's some kind of socket. That's what it looks like to me, at least. Well, where there's a socket, there's a way. Let's try inserting it.
Huh?
Wait, are you sure it's safe?
Well.
Huh? Oh man, what the heck? You're kidding me! Guys, I think I can use George's gift now. This thing is, like, a crystallized form of George's abilities, I think. Were our instruments equipped with this function all along? Your standard issue from Sealed. Why, here in the pillar. I knew something was fishy from the beginning. Alright, fine. From here on out, we do whatever we gotta do.
Damn.
So the end expects us to use our deceased allies' abilities in order to survive? What do you think this all means? New feature! New tactic in the game now for us. We'll get the little things in a sec. New equipment is available in the generator, and fate materia are crystallizations that get the abilities that unit leaves behind when he or she is erased. Equipping this material will allow a character to use the get abilities that the erased unit had been using. Each character can equip up to a max of 2 fate materia. That's right, when I mentioned materia earlier, I did say I will be getting some. So yeah, I'm getting the episode here, and we'll go into the discussion. See you in a few seconds. Okay, I'm not going to go heavy into the materia yet, because it's not time to yet. But what I am going to go into, before we go into George Jackman, is starting next episode, as in when episode 9 goes up, we are going to start voting. You guys are now involved in this as well. In the comments, starting from next episode and on, until a certain point, I'll warn you at this point when it comes up. You may pick up to 2 people, just like I did, and you can place a vote in the comment form on who you think is the next traitor. I say next episode because there's still stuff I gotta go over, and I do want to give you guys fair odds. Now we're just gonna show a little test screen right here. This is what we'll be looking at. And you can see I have George written as a race. I used the numbers from the episode average that we've seen and doubled them and put them on George for the example. Under that we have Yoko and everybody else, and then under that we just had some extra votes. Well, notice at the bottom, I will get the first person gets it right a free shout out in text form on the end card. Well, on this voting part. So there is incentive to actually guess ahead of time. If you're right. If you're wrong, though, you get nothing, and your 2 votes are counted as for that other person. Everybody else can vote and also boost the one that they think will be erased. If no one gets it, or no one votes, then when a certain episode comes up, I will vote as well. If no one has gotten the right answer by that point, I will automatically take it, like in this example. After the execution, after the erasure, after judgment, I'll show this little screen, and we'll laugh and see how we did, and we'll go on to the next floor. How's that sound, guys? Fun? So I want to bring you guys into this somehow, because this is a little bit of a fun thing. Now, before we go into George Jackman, I'd like to show the first thing that happened, that's a giveaway to what happened. That this is a spoiler that you guys might have missed. Hi, guy, can you please play the opening in slow motion from about right before that scene I was thinking about? Thank you. Yeah, that happened. Also, do you remember during the second main mission we did, we got that little scene of George? Bloop. Yeah, that one. That screen was also kind of a spoiler too. So you've gotten 2 warnings that was George. Also, I've been trying to downplay not using George as much because he does get removed and his materia does help out a lot more on a second run. But there are some skills you do want to pick up, like Disarm Trust, like I did. I mean, if you do desire a skill in the materia, feel free to run for it and then go to Judgment with them. Because until Judgment, you can redo the missions with everybody you have and get the skills you want. This is true for every Judgment, but I warn you that it will not be as easy in later missions. If you're going to focus on one person that's a traitor to get the skill you want, unless you really want to mess with it, and there are ways to do so. Because there's a huge thing behind the voting in this game, and it is intense on how you set it up. It's very intuitive how they actually work it. So let's get into George Jackman's bio before I make this a 40-minute episode. George Jackman is age 18, his gift is psychometry, his weapon of choice is a sword, his range is melee. He has a high attack. He actually has the highest strength out of all the characters in the game. We just lost our main attacker. I know it kind of hurts, doesn't it? His skills, though, are mostly useful for a second playthrough later skills. I mean, yes, I used the Vitality one early. I mean, that's still going to be useful, and so is Disarm Trust, but mostly, you shouldn't care about him too much on the first run of a game, because he will always be the first traitor. Every time. So that's why he said, don't worry about him too much. And his voice actors. Oh, you might have already realized this, but yeah, it's DC Douglas. So we got Wesker voicing him. Remember that for later, okay? Just remember that for now. Japanese is voiced by Kenta Miyake. So yeah. And by the way, if you guys end up voting for George on the second floor, well, I'll point and laugh at you. So remember that, and also I'm going to give one final reminder that Joe can never be traitor, so please don't vote for him, or your votes will be counted as wasted, and we will all have a small laugh at you. And I don't mean all as in just me, I mean all the viewers here, and everyone that reads the comments. So yeah, I'm getting the episode here. Hope you guys have fun, and I'll see you on the next one for Floor 2. See you then.